Keek on the mic, Keek on the mic, Keek on the mic, Keek on the mic. People, this the intro. Sacramento, California, born and raised. And Antelope is where I spend most of my days. Talk bad about my team, you must be a clown. This is Keek on the mic, so you know you better bear down. Bear down.
Hey, what's going on, Bears fans? Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Keek on the Mic, the podcast all about the Chicago Bears. Like always, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Make sure you also follow me on all my social media platforms to stay connected with all Keek on the Mic news. So Bears fans, I posted a video a couple of weeks in regards to the Bears O-line plans. If you guys remember that video, in that certain video, I stated that the expectation was for Teven Jenkins to move to left guard since the addition of newly acquired right guard of Nate Davis, and basically moving Cody Whitehair to center for the Chicago Bears offensive line. And at that point, I want to make that clear that that was just a rumor, but per a recent source, Teven Jenkins will be, in fact, moving to left guard next season for the Chicago Bears, meaning that newly acquired Nate Davis will play right guard for the Chicago Bears next season. And for the Bears fans asking, well, Keek, how can we believe this source? This guy, I've never seen this guy in my life. Keek, how can we actually believe this source? Well, Bears fans, when someone actually asked Teven Jenkins what position he would play this season, he actually retweeted the same tweet that I just showed you guys in today's video. And I know a lot of you guys were saying in the last video I posted about Teven Jenkins, basically just saying, leave Teven Jenkins at right guard. He excelled. He did so well at right guard last season for the Chicago Bears. Just leave him alone. It's not fair to Teven Jenkins that we keep moving him around, which for the most part, yeah, it's necessarily true. It sucks that the Bears keep moving him around. I totally understand where you guys are coming from, but I actually like this move for the Chicago Bears offensive line. First things first, all credit to Teven Jenkins, because just like I just mentioned, it's a tough situation when you continue to get moved around across the offensive line. You're not ever going to be at one spot. But once again, all the credit in the world to Teven Jenkins, because he has proved to be really versatile for the Chicago Bears offensive line. For example, in 2021, as a rookie, he played a little bit of tackle, and he didn't look necessarily terrible, but he wasn't the best at it, but he does have experience playing tackle for the Chicago Bears. And then last year, obviously, he excelled as a right guard for the Chicago Bears. And I know that's why a lot of Bears are saying, you know what, stop moving Teven Jenkins. Don't fix the offensive line in terms of right guard. We don't need to move Teven Jenkins because he looked absolutely stunning as a right guard. But I think that's why Bears coaches are confident that they can move Teven Jenkins from right guard to left guard. He can excel at left guard as well. And I feel the same way as the Bears coaches feel. I have a lot of confidence in Teven Jenkins that he can make the switch from right guard to left guard for a couple of reasons. He has all the athleticism in the world to make that switch. And also he has all the work ethic in the world to be a really good left guard in the NFL. So I don't have any doubt in my mind that Teven Jenkins can make that switch and maybe possibly even be better at left guard than he was at right guard. So I truly feel in my heart of hearts that this actually makes the Chicago Bears offensive line better. So when you look at the Bears offensive line, you have Braxton Jones at left tackle and Teven Jenkins at left guard, which to me is an upgrade over a guy like Cody Whitehair. And another thing I want to add, by putting Jones and Jenkins together, this should be a lethal duo, as they are our two best run blockers on the Chicago Bears offensive line. So putting them next to each other should be fun to watch. So I'm excited to see how that goes. And then obviously we still have questions at center. Could it be Cody Whitehair? Could it be Lucas Patrick? Could it be a rookie in the upcoming NFL draft? And honestly, to me, that is the biggest question for Ryan Poles and the Chicago Bears, is what will we do with Cody Whitehair? Because obviously when you signed Nate Davis, there was a lot of questions. Okay, there was questions about Cody Whitehair, and there there was obviously questions about Teven Jenkins. The questions about Teven Jenkins have been answered, but the questions about Cody Whitehair have yet to be solved. So will they in fact put him at center? Obviously, in that video I posted a couple weeks ago, I mentioned that they would try Cody Whitehair at center. Doesn't mean he's going to win the job. I know there's a lot of Bears fans saying that Cody Whitehair is not the best option for the Chicago Bears offensive line. So Cody Whitehair will have a chance to compete, I think, but that doesn't mean he wins the starting job at center for the Chicago Bears. I can definitely see it being a rookie center for the Chicago Bears, which would make Cody Whitehair the odd man out, and he can likely be cut after training camp, which that would be the Bears' decision. Obviously, we talked a lot about Cody Whitehair on this podcast. I know he's dealt with some injuries. I did also mention that he actually played pretty well at center. I know he had some issues snapping the football, but all in all, he did play pretty well at center. So I think he will get the opportunity to try to win the starting job at center for the Chicago Bears, but we're going to see what happens. I mean, obviously, when you look at right guard now, you have Nate Davis playing that position, and I think he's the best man for the job. He has 54 starts playing at that position, and he has been a solid in pass and run protection while playing for the Tennessee Titans. This is a guy that continues to get better each and every year. So I definitely think that putting Nate Davis at the right guard position is kind of like a slight upgrade from a guy like Teven Jenkins because he has more experience at right guard than Teven Jenkins. And I know a lot of people may ask in this video, why didn't we just put Nate Davis at left guard? I think it's because he has a lot of experience. He has 54 starts at the right guard position. So I think it just makes all the sense in the world to put the guy that you just acquired, a guy that's probably better overall than Teven Jenkins at right guard, and then just let a very versatile lineman like Teven Jenkins go to left guard and see how it works. And then obviously when you look at right tackle, we still do have some questions at right tackle as well. But I think the Bears can address that position in the NFL draft. So Bears fans, overall, I am fine with the move for Teven Jenkins to left guard. And honestly, if I'm being completely honest with you guys, I think this is a big year for Teven Jenkins. For the last couple of years, he has been unable to finish a season. So he is going to be, it's a big year for him. He has to be able to stay healthy. He has to be able to stay on the football field. We all know that when Teven Jenkins is healthy, he is dangerous. He is a mauler. He is everything that Ryan Poles wants in his offensive lineman. He's athletic. He's big. He's strong. Everything that Ryan Poles wants in his offensive lineman. But he has had trouble staying healthy. If he can make the switch to left guard, stay healthy, and excel like he played at right guard last season, I think the Bears will be set on the offensive line for years to come. So I'm excited for the switch for Teven Jenkins. I know a lot of people feel bad for Teven Jenkins, but I think this just shows how versatile he is. So all credit in the world to Teven Jenkins, but I'm excited to see this offensive line because I think it is going to be good for the Chicago Bears and for Justin Fields protection. So Bears fans, how do you guys feel about this source that Teven Jenkins will play left guard for the Chicago Bears next season? Let me know down below in the comment section. Before I let you guys go, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms, and make sure you share this episode of Kick on the Mic with every single Bears fan that you know. But other than that, back for all new Bears podcasts right here on Kick on the Mic. Thanks, guys, and bear down.
You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't kick on the mic. You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't kick on the mic. You can go and subscribe cause I be on it right. You ain't bout it, you ain't